Hey guys, Power of Boxing. In this video I want to talk about Oscar Valdez tests positive for a PED. I don't know exactly how to say it, but it's what do you call it? It starts with a P. Yeah, he's still going to be allowed to fight. I do not agree with that. So the substance is called, hold on a second. Sorry guys, I should have had this ready. But, oh my god. Where is it? Anyway, the substance helps you, okay, here it is. Phetermine. So, they asked Victor Conte, and Victor Conte, we all know him. He used to help out athletes by giving them PEDs, and he went to jail for it. He's helped Olympic athletes and all sorts of athletes in the past. So he knows that how PEDs work, how they can beat the test, what they test for. And he even said back then he knew how to beat the test. There was tricks that they didn't test for, or not tricks, but there were substances that he was giving to the athletes that they didn't even test for at the time. So they asked Victor Conte, what does it do? And he said, well, it helps cut weight. We know that. But it also has other benefits. Apparently there's many benefits. He said it accelerates your heart rate, and it pumps more blood, or pumps more oxygen to your muscles. So your blood pumps more oxygen to your muscles, so you can get the number of repetitions you can do is better. But not only that, he compared it like if you're running a 40-yard dash in football, you'll run it one time, you'll have your top speed, you'll run it the second time, you might be the same time, but maybe the third or fourth or fifth time you might start slowing down a bit. And he said, that's regular, right? But when you start taking these kind of drugs, apparently you can do more repetitions without slowing down. You keep that high level performance for more times. And he calls it's what you call speed endurance. So you keep up that explosiveness longer into the workout, longer into the reps and the sets. And for instance, in a fight, he said a boxer could benefit because you could throw flurries of strong punches later in the fight as opposed to just doing it early. And it's a banned substance, guys. I'm not a doctor, I'm not a scientist. This guy, Victor Conte, knows way better than me. And they're still allowing this guy to fight, Oscar Valdez. It makes me wonder his knockout victory over Miguel Berchelt, because that was a vicious knockout, and that makes me wonder, was he on the juice then? Because, okay, this substance he takes is for weight cutting, and it does, obviously, it helps you perform better. It's performance enhancing. It's a PED. And apparently it's not banned outside of competition. For some, I don't know, it's kind of confusing, guys, but apparently it's not a drug that's banned outside of competition, they're saying, but it's a substance that's banned in competition. I'm pretty sure it said that. There's so many organization guides. There's WADA. Okay, so here you go. So according to WADA, it's on the prohibited list in competition, but out of competition you are allowed to take it, I guess. So obviously we're pretty close to the fight coming up. What is it, guys? It's coming up. So, it makes me kind of question what he's been doing, because a lot of people are saying it's not only that drug. Okay, that drug's banned, but what else is he taking? Because apparently this drug can mask other drugs, people are saying, or it can flush out other drugs. So, yeah, so the fight's coming up September 10th. Or what is it? No. Yeah, September 10th it's coming up. So, like I said, I'm kind of confused by it's... They're saying it's... what do you call it? It's banned outside of competition. Or in competition, but not outside. But he's technically not inside competition right now, so I don't get it. But I think, though, you're still reaping the benefits of it, so I really don't get, like, what's going on here. Like, I don't know. They're allowing the fight to go on, guys. And I just think it's crazy that they're allowing... It's like, when you test positive for PEDS these days, it's like not even a big deal anymore. It just gets like brushed, like it just gets pushed under the rug. Like no one even cares anymore. Like for instance, Canelo, he's in the same camp as Oscar. What do you know? He tested positive. He got suspended, and that was for the rematch against Golovkin. I remember that he, I'm pretty sure that he tested, and everyone no one talks about it anymore, that he tested positive and he got suspended from boxing, and no one talks about it anymore. And then they just keep on giving the guy credit. Like, I really don't get it, to be honest. It's like you test positive and it doesn't even matter anymore that you test positive. It's just, why are you letting the guy fight? I just don't get that. Like, if you're going to let him test positive for his A sample and B sample, why are you letting him fight? Now, I don't know all the ins and outs of this drug. Like I said, it's confusing how they're allowing people to use it outside competition, but I think technically he's in competition because the fight is coming up like a week from now, so I would consider that in competition. But like I said, guys, if you could verify all that for me, what that means and all that shit, because it's just confusing to me. All I know is the guy tests positive. Why are you letting him fight? That's all I got to say. And look at what Caleb Plant had to say. He was not happy about it. And look, first Andre Ward said money over morals. This is how we get down in this sport. Weak move. Yeah, I said it. He's responding to the fight, how the fight is still taking place, and he's going to be allowed to fight even though both his samples came back positive. Caleb Plant said, damn shame. Some people want to some people want to be great so bad that they cheat, and then there's people who want to be great so bad that they don't. Doing that isn't confidence, it's fear. And I agree 100%. When you're using these drugs, you're a coward. You're just a coward. Like, you're not... Unless you got tricked into taking it and you didn't know you're taking it, which possibly could happen. But if you're, like, very observant and you ask everyone, what is in this? What are you taking? Like you'd have to have a piece of shit in your team to be doing that, I feel like, to sabotage your career like that. But if you're knowingly taking it, you're a coward. You're not doing it to be great, and it isn't in confidence. It's fear why you're taking it. I agree with Caleb. You're fearful. You don't think you're good enough. That's my opinion on it. So check out Caleb Plant's tweet. So he really went off on not just Oscar Valdez, but he's going off on Canelo and his whole team, calling him Canelo deserves bitch of the year. So yeah, this is gonna actually promote their fight even more. I'm glad he's doing this. And yeah, for those of you who don't know, Canelo tested positive. He's from the same camp as Oscar Valdez. And yeah, like apparently before the Triple G fight, he said he ate bad beef at a Mexican stand or something, and that's what caused him to test positive for this other drug that was a banned substance as well. And I just don't get it. Like, you're a millionaire, you're a multi-millionaire, one of the richest athletes in the world, and you're just eating random beef off the Mexican street? Like, that is just... Like, if you don't know you're taking the drug, like I said, if that's your actual excuse and you didn't know you took it, like, you're just not very smart at all. Like, you're that incompetent that you would take knowingly that you don't know what's in this beef. And Mexico's known for putting drugs in their cows and shit, and you're eating it knowingly, and you're a professional athlete, and they test you for like, that's just stupidity then. If you didn't know you took it and you're doing that, that's just stupidity then. But I have a feeling that he's not stupid and he was taking it, and Canelo knows what he's doing. That was my opinion. And like I said, I don't mind like Canelo. I think like his personality and stuff, he seems like I don't dislike the guy. I like he seems respectful and all, but you got to stand up when something's wrong here. And the guy tested positive for a banned substance for before the Triple G fight, and everyone just pushes that under the rug, just hides it there, and no one talks about it anymore. That's weird to me. That it seems like when you test positive these days, it gets forgotten about so quickly because the guy's a cash cow. That's I don't get it. And this is the same scenario, guys. Money over morals, like Andre Ward said. This is crazy. But I think this is the third person in Canelo's camp that has tested positive for a banned substance. And it just makes me question when you look at what he did to Miguel Berchelt. He knocked him out cold. Was he using? You look at Canelo, what he's been able to do lately. He's been getting, like, as he moved up in weight, he's been getting, like, a lot stronger for some reason. It's weird. But it is what it is, I guess. Someone brought up another tweet, and Caleb responded to it. I can't find it right now, but it was... Someone said he couldn't get rid of a washed-up Angulo, a guy who sits in front of you, but he's getting rid of these guys now. And it's kind of true. How could Canelo not knock out guys like that at 154? But he's just destroying guys now. That's a little suspicious. And I don't like to say that. I always give fighters the benefit of the doubt. But it doesn't kind of add up when you test positive as well. Something's wrong. And a lot of people say, oh, look at my favorite fighter, Manny Pacquiao, was doing the same thing. He was moving up and he was getting knockouts. But that's a little different. Because Pacquiao used punch volume to get his fighters out of there. And if you look at Pacquiao, since he moved up to welterweight, he hasn't got the knockouts as like he used to. You know what I mean? Like, Pacquiao's knockout percentage at 140 and under was over 80%. And now if you look at his knockout percentage, it's like below 50 at welterweight. So, and you gotta look at Pacquiao started his career malnourished. His real weight was really 135, 140, I would say. The fact that he started his career so light was because he was malnourished. And that wasn't his true weight. He was just not eating. So, like I said, I'm not saying Canelo cheated, like, for all his fights or anything. But when you test positive, that's cheating. And the fact that he's knocking guys out all left and right all over the place, it's kind of suspect. And now Valdez is doing this. So let me know what you guys think about that in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video.